This is your first apartment, the crown of your independence. You have to celebrate it. I don't have that many friends to throw a party for, she finally admitted. That's just an excuse. Good company is all you really need. The size of the crowd doesn't really matter. Well, 2 of your other goals for this year are to socialize more and to make at least one new friend, Abby reminded herself. But what if hardly anyone shows up? Let me think about it, okay? She replied. Sure, I don't want to push you into anything. It was just a suggestion, Kopano said with a smile. I guess you'll be spending tonight at your aunt's house then. No, I'm spending it here, Abby replied. Oh, so you have a bed already? Abby shook her head. Kopano looked at her confused. Where are you going to sleep? On the floor? His eyebrows shot up. I have no other option. The furniture store was supposed to deliver my stuff today, but apparently there was a mix-up, Abby explained. The lady who was assisting me marked my delivery for next Saturday, and the store manager told me the best they can do is deliver my stuff tomorrow. That sucks. But at least it's just one night. Yeah, but it's no less of an inconvenience. At least they gave me a discount on my furniture. She smiled. Kopano chuckled. Lucky you. Why don't you crash at one of your friends' places for tonight? Sleeping on the floor is going to be rough. I'm a tough girl. Rough is nothing to me. It's only one night and I really don't want to bother people. Besides, Abby pointed to one of the bags on the floor. I just bought a nice, thick duvet inner I can sleep on top of. So, I'll be all right. Kopano nodded and looked at his watch again. I have to get going. I'm supposed to meet someone in a few. By the way, if you need any help or anything, just give me a shout. I know moving in can be a schlep, and in the next few weeks, you'll realize there are lots of little things that you need and hadn't thought of. Abby smiled and followed him to the door. Thanks for the offer. I'll be sure to take it up when I need it. Bye. Bye. Abby locked the door and turned around, admiring her surroundings with a huge smile. Kopano is nice to look at, but now that he's gone, I can finally absorb my new apartment. Excitement mounted in her. Her eyes feasted on the big empty loft. Her gaze glided over every surface and corner until it eventually rested in the middle of the open-plan lounge. On the suitcases and boxes of books, shoes and other knickknacks, she walked over to them and threw her arms out. She twirled with joy around the boxes and suitcases. Yes! 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 Finally! My very own place! Abby squealed, dancing around. Her jubilation soon wore her out, and she plopped herself onto one of the boxes, unsure of where to begin unpacking. She looked around the spacious room, daydreaming about what it would look like after she was done decorating it. When she had viewed the apartment with the estate agent, she'd fallen in love with it immediately. She had known right then and there this was where she wanted to live. She decided to start with the kitchen and work her way upstairs to the bedroom. Abby stood up and stepped out onto the balcony. Although Johannesburg consisted of more high-rises than nature, living in the suburb of Rivonia meant she was lucky enough to be close to some greenery, and she was sure the city lights offered a spectacular view at night. She inhaled the crisp, sweet air and grinned before going back inside. She walked over to her handbag on the kitchen counter and took out her phone. She sent a thank you message to her aunt and to her cousin brother for helping her with the move. Abby pulled out a pen and old notebook from her bag. She flipped past the long-term plans with their revised notes on the margins until she got to her 3-year plan and goals. She crossed out, move out of home and into my own place. Of all her goals, this had been one of the hardest. Her grandfather had for a very long time resisted allowing her to move out of her aunt's house. She had decided to be patient.